what is on my 808 channel. Let's jump into it quick. All right, are you ready to see this? Are you ready to see this? Wow, look, there's nothing on my 808. So you want to get your 808s louder. You want to get your drums to hit harder. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly some of the secrets that I use for my beats on how to get the 808 to hit as hard as it does, or how you can take some of these tips and tricks to improve your 808 in your beats. So get ready for some of these secrets. I'm going to expose all the knowledge that I know as far as making your 808s hit harder. And stick around to the end of the video if you want to win a special copy of OMNISPHERE. What's poppin', music gang? If you want more videos on music productions, tips, and tutorials, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Now, how do I get my 808s to hit hard? You know, there's a couple tips and tricks. Well, I'm going to go ahead and jump into this video, and some of these tips you might know, some of these tips you might not know. Personally, some of these tips I have taken from celebrity engineers, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just going to share these with you. And personally, I wouldn't have shared these years ago. Now, today, I'm a different person, and hopefully you know some knowledge that you can share with other people to help further the community. If you have any tips that I haven't shared in my video that you know about, make sure you let me know. I'm really interested to hear how you do it. There's many ways you can do it. There's many ways you can turn up an 808, and you might be surprised on how I do my 808. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's just hear the beat real quick. Yeah. Yeah, that 808 jamming for real. Let's go ahead and just figure out what exactly did I do to get this 808 to hit as hard as it does, or what I do that you could probably take for your own. So let's just jump into what is on my 808 channel. Let's just jump into it quick. All right, are you ready to see this? Are you ready to see this? Wow, look, there's nothing on my 808. I literally put nothing on my 808. You can see here, there's literally nothing on here. Let's go into the 808 channel. So one thing that I do for sure is when I'm picking my 808s, you always want to choose better 808s. That's first step right there in choosing or getting your 808s to thump. Some 808s, they just don't hit as hard as they should. And one of the main things that I do to fix that problem is to use a better 808. So simple to do. And a lot of people just try to fix something that's broken. You know what I'm saying? Why fix something that's broken? We can just replace it with something better. You know what I mean? There's tons of free options and free sounds. Let's just jump into it real quick. So now this is my 808. Some things that you can do, you can turn up your 808. You can see I turned this one up a little bit too high, but I turned it all the way up. And you see I turned it down on the master channel. Let's just play nothing but the 808. So that's my 808, and you can see on the channel right here, it's not clipping all the way. It's almost at the edge, you know what I'm saying? My kick is gonna go ahead and make that thump a little bit more too, but yeah, like there's nothing on the 808. Literally, like on all the channels, the patterns, you can turn those up as much as possible. That's what I do on mine. You don't have to turn these up, but if you know how to make it hit hard without doing that, I like to turn these up. I've noticed that they hit a little bit harder when I do that. So yeah, you can do that too. And another thing that you can do is you can turn up the amp on the legacy effects. I know FL Studio 20 has this too. I'm using FL 11 as my personal preference. It's still fine. I've used 20 before. You can still get the same effect. So you can turn it up. I think I have it set to like a 2 or a 3. You know what I'm saying? Probably like a 2. I don't like to turn it up too high, you know what I'm saying? But because I still want the natural sound of the 808, you know what I'm saying? That's how I got mine set up. I really want my 808 to sound clean, even though it's going to be like loud and stuff like that. So another thing that you can do to make your 808s hit hard, make sure you turn the rest of your sounds down. So like, let me play this beat real quick and just show you like the rest of the sounds. How loud are they? They're not as loud as you think they are. See, look how low this is. If I were to just turn this piano up super loud, my 808 wouldn't sound as loud as it does. And also on my master channel, I don't have anything on my master channel but maybe a little bit of EQ, you know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy. I know a lot of people like using like the soft clippers and stuff like that. Me personally, I never had any great results from using the soft clipper, so I've never used it. I don't like using it. I literally don't use anything on that. Another tip that you can take in consideration on how to get your 808s to hit hard. Now listen to this. I got this tip from Alex Toomey. He mixes a lot of 21 Savage songs. He mixed Metro Boomin's beats and stuff like that. You know what I mean? A lot of these producers, they really don't mix their own beats. A lot of other people do, like Alex Toomey. So he did a class and he said, oh, I use this like pressure tool on the 808 and just turn it down all the way and then turn it up a little bit. So I actually do that on all my beats, and I got it saved. So this is my mixer channel, right? And you can't see it nowhere because it's all the way back here. 808 secret. So you know what I'm saying? I kind of hide this a little bit. So sometimes like when I'm working with people, they don't even see this. It's all the way hid back here somewhere. And I got this saved on the preset. So every time I open up FL Studio, boom, it's already saved in here. And here we go right here. I use the Slate Digital. It's like a crusher tool thing or a compressor. And it literally crushes the heck out of my 808. And it's on a whole nother channel. You can connect your 808 to a whole nother channel by hitting that tool that button right there. And that's what I did on that channel. So every time I hit the 808, let's do it real quick. See my 808 is hitting over here too and over there in channel 1. Cause that's where I got my 808 set, on channel 1. So basically what I do, like I said, turn these settings on. You could copy and paste the same exact settings. I literally never change these settings at all. Go ahead and put that on, and I turn it all the way down, and I literally just gradually move it up. Nothing too crazy. All my drums are going all to this one channel too. Not just the 808, but like the kick drum, you know what I'm saying? The snare and the hi-hat, all my other drums are all going to this one little channel. I turn it up as soon as I'm play it, and let's do that real quick. All right, here we go. So this is with it off, and then I'm gonna turn it up. Yeah. So just by doing that, you know what I'm saying, I made it hit a little bit harder without turning the volume up too much. So that's another trick you can do. I don't think I've heard anyone on YouTube besides Alex Toomey talk about that himself. So literally, you guys can take that tip right there for yourself, hopefully make harder beats. But now I got another tip that I just figured out the other day. Hopefully you guys can take this, and if you made it this far too, you're gonna get this tip. Another thing that I started doing was not only just using more than one 808, but tuning that 808 differently than the first 808. So this is my main 808. And I have another 808 down here, if you notice that, and let's hear it real quick. So this 808 sits at a higher pitch. I really want my 808 to hit hard. So there's other frequencies that my 808's not hitting, and those are higher frequencies. So I turned literally like it was like this, you know what I'm saying? Just a regular C5 pitch octave thing. And then I just pitched it up, and now it's higher than what it is normally. And this is a whole nother 808 mixed in with my regular 808, and it just makes the harmonics just hit a little bit harder. Hopefully you guys can take that one too. That was another little secret that I really just started using, and I'm gonna pretty much using a lot of my beats, to using more than one 808, you know what I'm saying, to really get your 808 to sound more full and more in your face. The last tip that, you know, you probably heard about really is just leveling, all about leveling, you know what I'm saying? You could literally take your 808, turn it all the way down, and then gradually just lift it up as high as you can, you know what I'm saying, until like it gets a little bit distorted, or just turn it down where if it's too distorted for you know what I'm saying? If it's too distorted and it just sounds like it's just muddy, you probably want to turn it down. That's a bad sign. You don't want it too bad, you know what I'm saying? Because you take it to a big studio and they're like, well, dang, why is this beat distorting so much? Like, that's why, because you need to turn the 808 down. Also, the thing about this last trick, this tip right here, when I use the Slate Digital tool, I always turn this off when I'm tracking out my drums, you know what I'm saying? When I'm bringing my drums into Pro Tools and stuff like that, make sure you turn this thing off, because, you know, it kind of messes with it, especially if you're going to do this all over again in the Pro Tools. It's like, what's the point of doing it twice? So I just turn it off in FL Studio and do it again in Pro Tools. Yeah, so these are really my tips and tricks on making my 808s hit harder. Hopefully you take this and make harder beats. If you made it this far, I'm giving away 5 copies of OMNISPHERE. This is a dope program for music creators just like yourself. To enter the giveaway, all you gotta do is subscribe to the channel, follow my Instagram, share the post in the description. I will put a link in the description of the exact post I want you to share on your story. Tag me in it so I can repost it too, you know what I'm saying? Why not? And then comment on this video done. Yeah, that will help you enter the giveaway. And for those that want to see more on mixing and mastering and stuff like that, I got a Twitch channel that will be in the description. If you want to watch me mix live, I'm going to be mixing songs and stuff like that I get paid to do, all that kind of stuff. I'm just going to mix it live on Twitch. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Just share some more knowledge with you guys and hopefully help your mixes get better if you want to seek more knowledge in that. Thank you for watching the video. Hope you guys stay safe. And remember, it's only a matter of time. Peace.